hard drives are not going to fill themselves. Greetings and welcome to Sodak and Li Hida presents Flotsam and Jetsam Season 2 Episode 8. I am your host, Adam is the DM, Ahmed is my fellow player. How is everyone doing on this fine Friday?
Yes. Good.
We're doing okay.
TGIF, baby. TGIF.
I've been watching the X-Men, old X-Men stuff with my wife because she's forgotten it all, and I remember a whole bunch of it because it was burned into my brain. So we're watching the X-Men cartoons, and now we're watching the X-Men movies. And the old X-Men movies are actually really pretty good.
Now you say old, this is the one with
Hugh Jackman.
Hugh Jackman and
Yeah. They're like came out like 99. So the first movie is really funny because it's about the Mutant Registration Act and government overreach with spying powers and tracking people. And then year 2001, a thing happened. And then 2002, early 2002, there was the Patriot Act, which was the thing they were talking about in the X-Men movie.
That means
Except not just
ergo mutants are real.
Ergo mutants are real.
Wait, what?
The Mutant Registration Act and the Patriot Act kind of were like the exact same thing.
They just changed the Marvel logo to the United States. Whatever.
A little flag.
Yeah.
A funny seal with an eagle on it.
Yeah.
Freedom seal. No, the movies are so much better than most modern storytelling. It's just like the
writing is
like every scene is doing multiple things. The first movie is only like an hour and 40 minutes, and that includes credits.
But there's a lot.
It introduces so many, because I was like, well, you can't expect the writers to be able to introduce like 6 characters in one show. Sorry, they did, and they could, and it was fine. There was nothing wrong.
I watched Deadpool and Wolverine this week, and it's like, it's funny because it's Deadpool, but I'm so over the multi-universe, multi-timeline thing. Like it makes every fucking thing meaningless. And there's already a cartoon that captures that nihilism, that sort of void, and that's called Rick and Morty. If you want that meaninglessness, go watch some Rick and Morty. And, there's 1,000 of each of them because there's, billions of multiverses, and it's all meaningless. So it's like, I now don't care if Deadpool dies because there's a gazillion Deadpools. Like okay, you've now just...
So character is now useless.
Yeah.
My problem, my biggest problem with that movie is they farted in my face in the first 2 minutes. Like it was like as soon as they were, maybe it was 5 minutes after they did the dance scene at the beginning, which is fantastic, like a well edited, well choreographed, hits the member berries. Even if you don't like Backstreet Boys or NSYNC or whatever, even if you don't like them, it hit all the parts of your brain that makes like you like it, right? Then they immediately went Deadpool, who the Merc with the Mouth. And the Unbreakable Spirit, which they went through 2 movies about his Unbreakable Spirit, got everything he wanted, and thus his spirit broke because he talked to Feige for 15 minutes. The guy who didn't want to be an X-Man, spirit was broken because he couldn't be an Avenger. And that's like the kickoff point of the movie, is he just lets his whole life go to shit because he couldn't be an Avenger. And it's like, his life doesn't have to be good. But he's Deadpool. He's having fun no matter what, right? He's supposed to be having fun. He's supposed to be having fun.
It's not only the multi-universes, it's now the multi-timelines. It's like, wow, for fuck's sake. Like it's like infinity times infinity doesn't matter. 1 divided by 0. It's like, oh god damn it. It just means that like basically I'm like, so the end of the movie is meaningless. It's just meaningless. Unless you really care about these instances of these characters.
And even then, it's meaningless.
And they spent, spoiler alert, so much time just fighting each other.
Yes,
that was frustrating for me to watch. Like it was frustrating. It's like fine, you have the two Gronks and they fucking Gronk it out, but they had extra fucking scenes of them doing this ridiculousness.
So the fans really like that because there's entire runs of comic books.
Yes,
there's entire
exactly
18 comic book series of those two fuckers trying to kill each other for 18 comic books.
Yes.
So they needed to put it in there. Okay, fine. Thanks for explaining to me as a non-comic book reader. Like
I have to say I did enjoy the minivan fight, which I could just see Marty checking out during the minivan fight. The minivan fight is one of the best parts of the movie. I in fact got upset when the 5 minute, and they filmed it as one cut, which I think is part of the problem. Their super scene at the end where they're fighting all the Deadpools.
Yep.
That scene was like one continuous cut for the actors. The actors being Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds' stunt double, because fuck if he's going to actually do it himself. So Hugh Jackman, yes, he's fantastic. He can't do a 5 minute intense fight sequence flawlessly. So that whole scene looked jank as shit to me. And the CG on his arms was not good. I understand, like sun's out, guns out. Like I get taking the sleeves off, but for that scene with all the slow mo, you shouldn't have done that because when you put the CG on, the CG skin textures look fun. Like the whole that scene to me was like it was like Deadpool 2 with the motorcycle sequence. Adam's nerding out here. So the motorcycle sequence in Deadpool 2 was replaced because they had an actress, like a motorcycle racing actress lady who had a oopa doopa during filming and unalived herself doing a stunt.
Okay.
And so they replaced the whole scene last minute. So they inserted a scene that didn't have enough time to bake the CG in, right? So it's like the movie's all high quality. And they get to this one scene that's like, it's not quite Roblox, but it's, it's somewhere. It's between like AAA movie and Roblox. Like it's in the middle there. I felt like that.
Again. Yeah.
All right. Ahmed, you doing okay?
Yeah, I'm good, buddy. It's Friday.
Okay. Any nerdy update? What are you playing?
Playing the what's it called? Warhammer, the new Warhammer.
Oh, it's Space Marine 2?
Yeah, it's good. It's kind of repetitive. So I did the first mission. Okay, the second mission. It's not like. So I'll compare it to Aliens because basically you're shooting aliens, and Aliens is more fun because there's spots where you're seriously getting overwhelmed and you're getting your butt kicked. But this is like you just constantly heal and you're super tough and like it's cool, but there's no intensity. So it's like it's all right. It's a 7 out of 10 maybe.
I haven't played it yet. I know the first one was really challenging.
The first one was great. I played it like 10 years ago. It's great. Can't get any more though. Second one, it's all right. Wait for it to go down to $60 or $50.
Oh, dude, Mark finally got me to actually get through 3 proddings it took to get through the 30-hour tutorial to Red Dead Redemption 2, and now that I'm on hour 80, the game's fantastic. I might be there for another 150 hours, and this is the first game that's been like that since Fallout 3.
Oh yeah. Red Dead Redemption is very good. Another game that we actually started playing was, I don't know if I mentioned it before, The Forest.
Yeah, you mentioned that, yeah.
It's a really good game. It's really, really, really well done. I highly recommend you pick it. It's like $5 or $8 or something like that. Just grab it. Even if you play it alone, it doesn't matter. It's fun.
Cool. And then an update for me is I've been rapidly trying to collect every Spellfire card I can.
Well, I can geek out on the comic book stuff to the point where I'm like, this is how this scene happened with all the production troubles because you're playing Spellfire.
Yes,
I'm not the biggest nerd.
There's a multiverse where Wizards of the Coast chose Spellfire over Magic the Gathering. Now they didn't. Obviously, they let one die. They ended up with 2 collectible card trading games, they killed off the TRSR one.
If you theory crafted that forward, where they took Magic was replaced with Spellfire, do you think D&D would be in control of its own lore still, or would the card game, which financially
that's
is
an
far
interesting-
more lucrative,
Yep.
have actually bulldozed? Like I think if that happened, there wouldn't be any D&D lore anymore. It would be Spellfire lore, and D&D would be like just books in the background.
That's an interesting thought.
Money.
TSR made some shitty decisions with the quality of the images on their cards in the final runs, but it could have been corrected by Wizards of the Coast. But Wizards of the Coast clearly there was a meeting where they basically said, this is our new line. We're gonna let this line die.
You've got this budget left.
Yes.
It's for 3 interns and a used Honda Civic.
Yes.
That's what you got. Go make it happen. But we don't have a camera. Figure it out.
Go to the Renaissance Fair, borrow someone's shitty camera. Yeah. All right. Why don't we do a recap of what happened last game? I don't know if I captured everything. It was called Weigh Anchor. Banta and Sun Wu were given an offer by a mysterious stranger. The subtext there is we uncovered yet another Dark Naga plot. The crew blesses their new ship, the Happy Barnacle. When leaving the bay, the ship is attacked by a surprise left behind by the Ebon Chain, which was a massive animated anchor and a chain devil commanding.
Yeah, it was gargantuan, I think, or colossal.
Yeah,
I can't remember.
it was the biggest that miniatures get.
It was a big C. It was colossal.
It's still over there.
Yeah.
It was a colossal chain.
Don't worry, he was going to whack you with some huge chains if he got up to you.
Yep, we sent him into the deep. I had to go play with.
He hit me with a huge chain.
with the sleeping guy. I forget if we did the slow-mo negotiation with the Ebon Chain at the beginning of that game.
No, that was
the game before.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right, and now we've set sail. We're headed towards a place called Bloodcove. Do you want me to open up the world map, Adam?
Yes. Let's open up the world map.
Just to plot the course here.
That would be helpful.
Ruak. Open.
You've saved this, correct?
I've saved it 3 times.
Perfect. I'm hesitant to use the controls from my end because I can make it do bad things on your end remotely because the GM is apparently also an administrator. They haven't heard about what happens if the GM is incompetent. All right, so you're at the Squibs.
Yep.
There are 3 major business areas that you could be interacting with. There's Bloodcove, there's Senghor, and there's Crownsend. Senghor is in a bay, and it is actually a small island, and it is a neutral city kingdom. Bloodcove is part of the Tupungan territories, and is a large trading city, mostly of beings more native to Raktarak. And then Crownsend is the extension of the empire, and it is a part of a state that is the part of the barony of Orleans. And they are, I guess, in revolt against some of the imperial rule at this point. They are
Interesting.
declared themselves independent of the empire. So there is basically ongoing we're going to call it cold conflict between the barony of Orleans and the duchy of Beatrice, which is further south. You probably don't want to go to the duchy of Beatrice because they will hang you for 40 days and 40 nights by the neck, at which point they will bury you because you should be dead.
So the Squibs are about 120 miles, perhaps with the curve 150 miles away.
Yeah.
From Bloodcove. I think we're going to... I know Senghor is actually closest, but we're just going to try this northern one, and then if we can't find the mithril we need, we'll go to Senghor, and then maybe Crownsend. They're independent of, like, pirates can sail into there, or would we have to use our squib to get in there?
So it depends on your so the Bloodcove and Senghor are straight up open to piracy.
Okay.
Crownsend is like piracy light.
I see. They probably have privateers and stuff. Okay.
Right. It's are you what kind of pirate are you?
All right, 150 miles is kind of the math that I'm seeing here.
Okay.
60 with some curves. Hey, Bone Rock Isle, I didn't realize it was so close. We could go there.
Yep.
To go pick up the magic cannon. I think we want to be 7th level before we go fight the mama crab thing.
It would be yeah, it would be much better for me.
Yeah.
And then the what you know, Tortle. I'm blanking on the name. Siren and Sodak.
Yeah.
They know that it's further south in the Shackles is where this tilled water is. It is basically, it'd probably be actually off the point here. It's in around this area. They know
They watch ships that are trying to avoid.
They watch ships that are trying to avoid the shackles. So there's this route that goes back and forth.
Okay.
And
it basically watches this east-west shipping route. Shipping lane is like that main point.
Can you guys check the stream? I'm not getting anything. Maybe it's just me, but I'm not getting anything.
I'm seeing us.
You are okay. It's me then.
It is you.
Sucks. Crap. Okay.
Ha ha ha.
No, I'm sorry. It's mentioned.
All right. Any other? While we're at this map, any other questions?
Nope. It's handy to see. Okay, I'm gonna switch back.
It's very useful to see to keep us grounded.
What's the weather gonna be like?
Give us a roll.
No, it's read weather from Jin.
It's give us a give me a 2d6.
Oh, okay.
I said you get to know beforehand.
No, I thought you meant like give me a survival, which is normally how you.
No. I mean like what give me the random the random roll for the weather. The weather it's fine weather. Yeah, it is a. The weather is quite fine this day.
Yeah, allows you to forecast the weather at your location for the next 48 hours, providing you advance warning of storms, tornadoes, and so on. It only reveals weather that would arise naturally, does not take into account magically occurring things. So.
All right.
And we're on the Squibs.
We're on the Squibs. I'll just move us to...
So we have a decent weatherman. Cool.
Yeah.
Okay, oops,
those are the
just
changes.
I should have bumped you to the kind of the right general location.
Yep.
All right. One of the things before we get going improper, Ahmed, being a enterprising young gentleman, has given you a ship. So we've actually got the Happy Barnacle map,
and I can't see it.
So I'm going to basically push us to this map.
It's loading.
We should. While it is, once it is loaded, we should be put sort of like the general location of your crew. You can use this map to actually put yourselves in the right locations.
Oh. Can you move
the
tokens there?
I will move the tokens. But it will be nice to have like knowing where things are stored and that sort of thing. I'm going to create a copy just so that you still have your dudes. And then I don't know if you created the independent tokens yet for the some of those sailors. But
no,
eventually we will. That's fine. There's your boat seems so big, and then you go like, "Oh, here's all the dudes." I'm like, "Oh, maybe you know."
It's a little tight here, guys.
Yeah, I'll start moving things around.
All right. On your first day of sailing, assuming the weather is good, give me 1 second. It should take you. Okay, so that is a distance that will take you a few days at sea to get. It should be about 3 days. If you do 3 shifts, then it's actually something you could probably do in something closer to like 2 and a bit days. If you really push it, because you do have a fast vessel, and you're a little bit dicier on your navigation, you could probably shrink it into like 24 hours.
I think we're going slow because we want to try out this thing called piracy.
Okay. You want to go yar? All right, so you're
yeah.
all right.
The joy, the nerd joy.
Okay. So you're looking to be pirates. Well, you've actually already rolled your random encounter. Ahmed, if you could give me I need a D24.
16.
Okay. It is 4:00 in the afternoon. Quinn, and then I need a...
things that we crafted. I know we did this offline, but Sodak is a crafter, and he was able to craft a couple of weapon rings, which are basically how we're doing magic weapons and armor in this world. So we've got a keen power added to Molgromere sword, a keen power added to Black Dog sword, and a underwater power added to Black Dog sword and Karen's Tetsubo. So those weapons can be used normally under the water. Molgromere's sword is already piercing, so we didn't need to do it to his, and that brings our Black Pearl treasure. With all the crafting that Sun Wu's been doing on the background, we've got 27 black pearls left, with 96 that are earmarked off to the side for buying our mithril. The mithril that we need for, I think, 4 suits of mithril. We want a suit, no, 5. We want a suit of Masterwork Mithril breastplate for Karen, Ganzorig, and Molgromere, a Masterwork Mithril full plate for Black Dog, and then Krimlir 1 level away from her becoming large. So a Masterwork Mithril breastplate barding for the Griffin. Those.
What is Molgromere's capstone armor?
Mithril breastplate.
Oh, Mithril breastplate. Okay,
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, Karen, Gensorg, Molgromere, Black Dog, and then Krimlir.
Okay. All right, Ahmed.
Yeah.
I need you to give me a roll. I need you to roll a D2, 3, 4, 5, a D6.
Okay. 3.
3. Okay. Let's see if this. All right. It is a. Okay. There is a heavily loaded vessel that can be seen. It is at 4:00, so I'm not certain who is your main doing your main sailing at this point in time. Like who's right? Is it Molgromere at the hell, or is it? Well, I don't know if you let the ghoul out of his ghoul barrel these days. He used to be the one who.
Well, he's our helmsman. He's actually the guy who steers the ship.
There we go.
He doesn't sleep, so.
It's the wind going through my nose holes.
4 p.m. is one of those times where it's pretty much like
everybody can be
awake.
available.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll just put some dudes in like lower ranks, and then some guys on deck.
All right, and I'm going to pull. All right, so there's a vessel that is a little bit smaller than your own. It is fast, and it appears to be sailing, or it has a sail with markings upon it. Give me a.
Oh, ahoy there, Captain! There's a boat in the water.
Arr!
Are we matey?
Banta is what do we say? Yeah. Arr!
Okay there, Banta. You wanna give a tippy tap to the captain and let him know there's a ship out there?
Arr, Captain!
Fucking drunk guy goes busting into the captain's quarters. Looks like Sebastian, Chum Chum, Molgromere, and Siren were like poring over a map or having a chat. And
Okay.
Isn't that what your knuckles are for knocking?
The boat, Captain, it's we can take some, huh? We can pirate.
Our first catch of the day.
Sorry.
He looks at the fish, looks at the drink, looks at the fish, and leaves.
Let's go see who it is.
All right, I am creating a battle. I've decided I prefer the battle map to be near the levels. So to the left there, I've got a a little navigation zone for the ship fights.
Diva flies into the fishbowl legs. The fishbowl legs pick up the fishbowl, and they go waddling out after Molgromere. They now have a climb speed, so it then just climbs the side of the back of the boat to go where the wheel is.
All right, I'm going to make
Guys,
this.
I'm gonna have to restart. My laptop's all over the place. It's not working. Nothing's working.
No problem.
Okay. It's going to take me a moment.
It shouldn't take me long. It's just
Molgromere will pull out his spyglass and try to identify the markings on the boat.
Okay, give me a perception check. You can add +4 for Ganzorig.
Oh, I've got dice and I'm rolling them. 26.
26. All right, so you can see the markings. Give me a profession sailor or a bar knowledge check of some knowledge local or like a profession merchant.
Yeah, his profession sailor is higher than, and he's going to get aided by his future cohort, his in one level cohort. Let's see, she's pretty good. This, so he gives a +3 aid. And Molgromere's profession sailor is 23.
23. You're not certain what the name of the ship is, but it's definitely flying sails of the Aspar Consortium.
The what now?
This is it's like a trading vessel. It's a trade vessel for a weapons manufacturing guild.
Okay, this is how many days at sea were we? Or like this is a day at sea?
This is the first day at sea. This is a ship that's been like it is.
And it's called. Can you spell Aspar?
AS. Here, I will drop it.
What I'm hearing and what I'm thinking.
It's an unfortunate name.
It's not good name. No.
Aspar. Okay.
With a P. Par. Asp, as in the snake that bites your ass. Their logo is a like a coiled snake.
And they're weapon merchants.
They are weapon merchants. They're specifically craftsmen.
So this could be a very good thing,
Might
but
be
in the
very
long
dangerous.
run, this could be a very bad thing.
Let's see if we could get a little closer to them.
Okay, Ahmed, give me a. Are you still rebooting?
I think I'm okay. What do you want? D20?
No, I need a D8 and a D50.
Okay, 1 on the D8 and 38 on the D50.
Okay, so they are like you're spotting them like way out on the distance.
Yep.
They are like a mile away. So there's like some you're gonna have to sort of catch up with them.
Get Sunwoo out here. Tell him to bring the magical glowy globes.
And one. Okay, you're actually there. You're currently traveling in the same direction, which I don't know if these tokens will let me do, but you're traveling in the same way.
Happy Barnacle.
All
Where's
right.
Happy Barnacle?
Siren goes running to go fetch Sun Wu. Sun Wu comes back with the glowy, and probably a bunch of people. Like, there's excitement as we found a boat. Like, there's more of the meat going to the top.
Right, so you so happen to be traveling in the same direction, and they are currently a mile away, and this is just a general map. You're at this distance. You're not picking out like individuals aboard their ship, but you do know it is a consortium vessel,
Yep.
and if you sail well, you should be. What's your top speed? I think your top speed's 180.
I don't know. Happy Barnacle stats. Our top speed is 180.
Okay, so you are a little bit faster than them.
Perfect.
So as long as you know.
Okay, so Molgromere takes those glowy orbs that we got,
Okay.
and Sun Wu has placed them inside of like a beacon, like a lantern.
Nice.
Molgromere is going to start just flashing them signals with different color lights.
Okay.
The signals actually mean nothing. It's just he wants to create confusion that might allow us to get a little closer to them. Like, we're trying to communicate. What's that flashing? Like, he's basically trying to bluff his way into getting much, much closer to their ship.
All right.
Yeah, at this point in time, we're just trying to close the distance. We're not going to try to like get into the perfect battle position yet. We just want to get closer.
You just want to be. You want to be closer.
Yep.
All right. Okay. Give me a. It's a perform or bluff check.
Cool.
Or, and then I guess you might want to. It'll be modified by a linguistics.
Yeah, Molgromere's got that too.
Perfect.
He wants to make it plausible, like that there's some signal, and it's like, what are they?
Yeah, he's trying to do like it's, you know,
orange, or like magenta,
right.
magenta, yellow, magenta, yellow, and then like a green. It's like what?
yellow, green. Perfect.
Yeah. Okay, so his bluff is +10, his perform comedy is +10, and his linguistics +11. So you want a linguistics check?
I'd like a linguistics check and a perform or bluff.
24 for the linguistics, and let's see if his cohort can help him. Yep. This is the aid for the bluff. He might eventually kind of, like, once it's started, hand over the pattern to his to Siren. And then his bluff. The bluff is only 18.
Okay. All right. Okay. You're approaching the vessel, and it is not speeding up or taking like evasive actions. It's also not currently turning to like broadside you.
Yep.
The difference between as you're getting a little bit closer, it does appear to be armed, but not significantly. But it does have, like, unlike you, it definitely has an aft weapon. It looks like it's got a catapult facing in your direction.
That's fine. All right. So we don't have a 4-weapon. Our 4-weapon is our ram. So
yeah, your 4-weapon is beep beep.
All right, we need to get within 640 feet of this fucker in order for Sun Wu to open with fireballs.
Okay. All right. So
I think some hour per level buffs are going up. This would be a good time to put up your mage armors. I assume we don't, like, unless closing this distance. I don't know how long do we take. Do we think?
Give me a second. Closing the distance, assuming everybody is just staying as they would, will take 5 to 10 minutes.
Okay. So, hour per level buffs, even 10-minute per level buffs are probably going up.
We need an invisibility on our ship.
You just got up. You're the teenager asking why his car doesn't jump around. $9 chocolate shit.
Get ready to board this thing.
Yes, Captain.
Sun Wu, you've prepared fireball. I don't cast spells that way, but I can cast fireballs. The simple yes would have done. Yes, Captain. So someone looks nervous. He like doesn't want to blow people up.
Boom! I got you. All right.
It's gonna be fun. Hey, Corinne, we're attacking our ship.
Are they assholes?
Are they assholes, Captain? They've got our weapons. They got our weapons.
What assholes?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see if we can do this clean, is what he says. So
All right.
Lou, prepare whenever you're in range to send a fireball at their sails.
Yes,
Yes,
all
sir.
right. Give me a moment as my tokens are scattered across 8 maps like I'm a dingus. I need some of these guys.
Black Dog, get your Marines ready.
All right, and
Just to get an idea, Adam, how high up from the water is this area? Our what do you call it?
your top deck.
Yeah, how high is that off the water?
So your ballast is below,
Mhm.
right? Depending on how. Sorry, I need to get to the token layer. So this is below water. The water line is basically in alignment with this, depending on how much ballast you have, and then this is above. So this would be 10 feet, 15 feet above the water.
Okay.
And it'll depend on your ballast. Like when you're heavily laden, you get closer to the water at the top.
Yeah.
Right now, you're not heavily laden. I'm assuming you have relatively empty cargo space, so you should be more like 20 feet up, kind of thing. Like it's
Okay. I'm trying, and the other ship is smaller, so it should have a.
the other ship is a little bit
shorter.
smaller than you. Yep.
Okay.
Okay. I've got my tokens prepared. Why can't I click you? I can't click you because I've made you background items. Because
there's a tripod. There's a tripod set up in front of
Nice.
Sodak.
We'll have to make a token for that.
Yeah, a little token for it. I know. I was thinking that too.
All right. As you're closing in on the ship, let me just double check the range on the catapult that they have.
Ooh, we could use one. What else you got? Spare rudder? I'll take it. That rope.
All right. Their catapult has a very good range. Okay. You're throwing a fireball at them. They're going to throw rocks at you. Technically, they outrange you by a not insignificant portion.
Yep.
So, are you doing anything aside from blinking your lights to seem non-aggressive?
Nope, we're following them and blinking their lights, but we've added a new color.
Okay, I'm going to give them one more. If they haven't raised the Jolly Roger Fox, or if they did raise the Jolly Roger, then
Nope. No, we want to get really close before we declare our intentions.
okay, I'm going to give them one more wisdom check to see if they actually trying to protect their buttocks, protect their buttocks.
And our squibs are basically we're a glass merchant from the Corvini kingdoms. It's like what the fuck do they want?
Just do the trade vessel, okay?
And we don't look overly well armed because we don't have like a full complement of cannons.
Weapons.
And
No, you've
weapons.
got you're very light on weapons. Okay. There's some at about it would be about 1,200 feet away. You see them signaling to you.
Okay.
They're signaling. It takes a little while to signal. So I'm going to say that they can signal 3 words per round.
Okay.
What is intent?
Trade.
Emergency.
Trade. Emergency trade.
Lower your sails.
Emergency.
I think we should prepare for events of action, Commander.
Okay. So I'm going to basically. So that was. They communicated 3 words twice. You communicated 3 words twice.
Yep.
That's 4 rounds. You're closing at a certain speed. They're going to get basically a catapult shot at you, potentially 2, depending on how long it takes. Because slow down, emergency! Fuck you guys. Okay, there's a.
How fast is the ship going?
So you're going. They're going 150 and you're going 180. Like you're clipping. You're not swimming beside. If you fall out the ship, you're being left behind.
No, I'm wondering about catching up by running and slowing them down.
I think we're gonna ram right up their rear. We're just
No,
gonna
we will.
ram. Yeah,
But we're gonna catch up to them, so it's fine. Yeah.
So right now on the map, it's about 2 to 1. Just in terms of the distance.
Yeah, I'm looking for 640 feet to their mast.
Yeah, well, they are whapping some a round of stones in your general direction. They need to hit the AC of your ship. They're taking a range penalty because they're really reaching out with their. Some might argue that this is a warning shot. Depends on how they roll.
Captain, who here has smashed from the air?
Catapult boulder fucking takes out the captain. Oh shit!
All right. So they are going to chunk stones at you. And
That's
they do have.
That's not very nice.
They're the bad guys. They attacked us. All right. And then for the range, they did wait for you to get a lot closer, so they weren't attacking you at maximum range because why would they be attacking random glass haulers? That makes no sense.
You attacked us, and we said we wanted an emergency, so we came to steal your stuff.
There's an emergency.
Only fair.
You had my stuff. All right, so after the range penalty, they're attacking with a -2. AC 4.
I actually don't know what our ship AC is. Our ship's AC is 2.
Okay.
Thank God. Oh
hey,
no.
They don't have they have just a normal guy on the catapult, so he's not like. They don't have anybody like vital striking with the catapult or anything like that. 17 damage as a big rock comes thundering in.
Is it automatically hull damage, or is there a thing that they're aiming at?
Oh no, they're aiming for your hull. They
Can
didn't
the
aim for your
ship,
sails or anything like that. That would be harder to hit.
All
Can
right.
the ship use a reaction?
hardness
No,
of 6.
your ship is not alive.
11. So we've got 55 hull damage.
We gotta
left
deal
here.
with that. Stick a dragon in it.
All right. Are we close enough to? At what range did that?
So
What happened?
that first interaction was at 1,100 feet. I'm going to keep my. Actually, I'm going to put this out here so we can see it.
So in 10 rounds, so in
That
30
was-
rounds, we're gonna catch up.
1,100. It gets to shoot at you again in 3 rounds because it takes them 3 rounds to reload their catapult.
Ship uses deflect arrows. No, it's a
Uh,
bar. It's a swashbucklers.
At that, it is.
Is there any way for us to block those incoming?
You can try to. You can try to
Maneuver the
speed
ship?
shoot if you'd like, or you can try to do
With what?
things.
Can
Li Hida try to throw something at the incoming boulder to smash it?
or
Sure,
Okay.
you
Or,
can try to actively. You can actively iron dome your ship.
Yeah, basically, Lee. The captain's like, Lee, use one of your cannonballs to target the next rock. Oh, okay, that's gonna be hard.
actually what's the
Shikigami!
name?
Slams his mutagen, and he's like, ah! So Lee is basically getting up there to.
You got this, bud.
Yeah, no.
Hey, Captain, is the jig up?
Nope.
All right, then.
Sodak is moving.
Emergency!
Emergency! Stop shooting!
Yes, emergency, stop shooting. And we're still fucking like we're
While they're reloading, there's
Yeah.
like you drop your sails again.
emergency, stop shooting.
Drop your sails. Drop your sails.
Sodak will try to shoot the boulders out of the
Nice.
air.
So Sodak's got his double hack butt set up on his tripod. All right, let's see if we have flak cannons or whatever.
Yeah, there's abundant ammunition cast already.
Nice.
Okay.
Do you have
All
another
right.
one of those?
No, just one.
Oh.
Didn't know I needed. Somebody needed one.
So you know what direction it's coming from. It is coming from a long distance. They are big rocks.
Yep.
I'm going to say that it is a DC 25 perception check to see it, to target it. You'll get 1 attack against the thing, assuming you see it.
Mhm.
And the AC of the object will be depending on their attack roll. It's not going to be their
Cool.
attack roll. It's going to be their attack roll plus a bonus.
Cool. What's its touch?
What's its touch? Are you waiting? Are you trying to hit it at touch range, or are you just trying to hit it?
I got 2 rounds. Wait, how long?
It is harder to perceive the object only at touch range. So, do you want the perception check higher, or do you want the attack roll higher?
Can other people track it for me, and I can shoot it? No, you know what I mean. Like, oh, there it is, there, and then like,
When you have telepathic bond,
all
yes.
right, okay.
You have a fish who can do telepathy, so the fish could do it if he's going to be there to start. Like, if he wants to ratatouille you.
No. Right now he's just enjoying the he's just enjoying the sight.
Yeah, Fox, it is a ready. It's a ready where they have to perceive the thing coming in.
Cool.
Okay.
All right.
So next boulder, let's roll our perception checks. Lee gets a 27. He can see.
Okay, so Lee can target it.
Perception. Give me a sec. I'm getting there. Big sheet.
There it is.
Perception. Oh god.
So they hit AC 10.
That hits the ship.
So-
Yeah.
So the DC of the attack roll is going to be like
22. I can't see it.
it'll be 15 plus the amount they hit the ship by. I think is kind of a reasonable number. So that is the amount extra. So this becomes 23.
Okay,
is
so
the
Lee
the
is
AC of the rock.
using his returning Orca shock put.
Okay, yeah. So Sodat, you were looking for it. The bolt that like you weren't able to see the boulder.
Can I get aids from the guys next to me?
Sure.
All right. What's his name's there?
Rose and Black Dog. Rose has a perception of +9, so that's a +3 aid. And Black Dog is angrily staring forward. Like he's not tracking fucking.
Forward.
He's just like doing that general like unfazed by incoming fire. If it hits me sort of thing.
Yeah. I need some help over here to see these things.
Yeah, Rose gave you a +3.
Coming.
Rose gave you +3, so you hit it, so you see it.
Yeah, for next time.
Right.
No, for this time. Rose aided you.
No. Yeah, no, I got it. But for next time, Banta ran up.
Lee, I think, missed. He got AC 20.
Okay, so your boulder whips by, and you're like, oh no! And you hit it, but it's a giant rock. It's actually quite hard.
What's the AC that you're looking for?
I'm looking for 15 plus the amount they beat your ship AC by. So it's 23 for this attack.
Okay. All right, hold on. I haven't done this. What's the range we're at?
Your first range increment, but it's not a touch attack. Unless you want it to be a touch attack, and then we're going to add 5 to the perception. Okay, gotcha. Hit its normal AC with your gun.
Plus 12.
There's a lot of seat of the pants here. So.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's fine. 31.
Nice.
31. Okay, you do hit it. I'm now. You are using a gun.
A magic musket. Yeah.
A magic musket. Okay. The rock has hardness of 8. And then basically, I'm going to argue apply the hardness to your damage roll, and that will be the reduction that you're doing to the damage that the rock will end up doing. Like you're breaking off a chunk of it.
Okay. Plus 8. All right. 19.
Nice.
So
subtract the.
So subtract 8.
11 damage.
So 11. So it does 14 minus 11 is 3. A chunk hits the side of the ship. Like you blow it, blast a big chunk of this rock out.
And then the hardness of our ship.
And the hardness of the ship just absorbs it.
Nice.
Nice.
Good job. Keep it up. As the rock comes back, I sharpened it up for
you. Going forward, I'll prepare another one. I'll prepare another abundant ammunition for you next time.
Okay, they're signaling, like weigh anchor, drop your sails. Like they're signaling, and as they're reloading,
they get the same like message back to them. Like exactly the same. Weigh anchor, drop your sails.
Give me a D20 roll. Basically, I'm looking for a natural 20. Like if you actually confuse them by copying them, like there's a chance.
No,
it's the opposite. It's like no, you're fucking you pirates.
Divine favor lasts how long?
A minute.
A minute. Yeah, it's worth it.
Okay, 3 rounds has gone by, and they've reloaded their catapult. They're chucking more rocks at you.
Okay, I've reloaded my barrel. 3 rounds. 3 rounds went by.
Yep.
Yeah, we're closing the distance. We need to continue the flackening. Just
how long? How many minutes before we get there?
You're basically going to be spending like you're going to be spending a couple of minutes in range, like in attack range.
Like 6 minutes.
They're going to be usually like attacking you like 9 times before you attack them back because they got range on you. This is what we learn about why fireballs aren't the be all end all. It's because catapults and ships really aren't easy to hit.
6th level caster fireballs aren't the end all. 10th level.
10th level.
There's a weapon of awe also goes up.
Nice.
Okay.
Is there a bard?
Give me perception checks as there's another.
Bard song.
Yeah, if we could get one of the many bards to sing us a tune.
They just have to sing for one round.
What the fuck?
Yeah. So Molgromere will take over the steering of the ship. Grimsby could get into his barrel and start fucking booming the.
Let him know you're there. And he will use 1 round of it, and then let it linger, and then when the next one's coming in,
cool.
Bless goes up as well.
Ooh.
Let's knock these down.
Okay.
Siren is going to where is she? She's up there. Siren is going to sing a song of competence for Sodat to perceive better. The inspire, I think it's inspire competence. I'm just checking to see if she's got that. Inspire courage, sea shanty, still water, distraction. Ooh, she might have gave up inspire competence.
I'll take the hits.
What's his name could do it? Shortstone.
Shortstone. Okay, Shortstone is going to. Do I have to? Do I have to? Yes, you have to. See the thing.
He is going to go next to Sodak.
You know, we could teach you something more interesting than that at some point. This would require your stones drop back, you know? It's kind of.
All right, Lee's perception check on the next volley. He sees it.
Okay.
And his attack roll with increasing number of buffs that are up.
Yep. Yeah, your buffs are going up faster than
35.
Oh, this is not great for them. All right, 1d20 plus. They now get they actually have a positive to hit. 16, so it is 29 is the AC.
A hit. 42 damage.
It's fucking gone.
Yeah, I'm like,
Oh!
where is the thing?
And the Organ Shockwave goes flying back around.
Okay.
He looks back and is like,
They're now signing to you that you are.
I call this gun and powder.
it's quite amusing. Yes.
They're signing to you about. Well, you haven't actually hit them yet.
Captain, warn them there are pirates in the seas.
I think what. Yes.
I think they know.
So we're still emergency. Slow, like drop your anchor. Using the exact words and flags that they did. Drop your sails.
8. You're now 830 feet away. They've reloaded again.
Okay.
Another rock is coming.
Oh.
Okay, let's try this.
Gotta see this thing. Lee misses this in the sun.
It's in the sun.
How many? What's the bonus from for perception?
2.
Okay. 26.
You see it.
Right on. Okay. Let's aim for the sucker.
Okay.
15. Is there another bard song for damage or?
So they hit AC 5, which means it's AC 18 to hit the stone. Like it's a big lob. It's a big slow lob.
Well, I hit you.
Yeah, you hit it square.
Gotcha. And 2d12 plus 11. $20 damage.
Okay,
So 12.
Minus 12. So minus 12, and then 6 for your hardness. The rock does nothing. There's another shatter and a sprinkling of dust across your bow.
This is so good.
Reload.
The alternate of just tanking this is less good.
Being fast and being able to basically skeet shoot their boulders, that would be so infuriating on the other side. It's like, we're firing, Captain. They're stopping them.
Okay. Okay, this is becoming a problem. They're flashing out last warning.
Something's different. The lights are different.
Emergency last warning.
Okay,
is what we flash back.
All right.
Like, is there some idiot there? He's just copying what we said.
This is a dum-dum. Give me a percentile roll or a d20. There's if you roll a natural 20, they might give you one more warning.
Oh, sure.
If a fireball lands
No.
on us and we're on the
No.
ship, does that get? No. Do we get damaged?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The ship has
Burn your
resistance to
eyebrows.
fire.
Okay. He's gonna within after firing, he's gonna do a communal resist fire. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
This is
He'll-
Sodak?
he can get the front people. He can get 6 people, right?
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You need to choose who. Get the big snake. Communal. Resist,
see, so-
energy, fire.
Let's see.
Get yourself.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Get Lee because
He's shooting as well.
shooting.
The monk's like, no, I got it. I'm good. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Karen, who
5.
is a big dingus.
So yeah.
And maybe Black Dog.
So people who are getting Rose, Black Dog. I'll get Shortstone because it doesn't look like I have a lot of hit points.
Shortstone could bard from in this hole.
Oh,
Yeah, he's
yeah.
not going out there.
Yeah.
1, 2. So Lee, Karen, Jinshe,
Yep.
myself, and can I get Didless as well?
No.
Oh, 6 total. Okay.
Okay. Give me a roll, Ahmed. I need a D8 for how nasty of a trick this particular boat has prepared. 1 is very nasty. 8 is more sound than fury.
1d8.
Yep. Okay.
6.
All right.
At this point in time, we're wary of. I think Molgromere is wary of the boat turning on its broadside to show all of its weapons. Like we want to maintain being behind it. So if they're going to start to turn, we're going to try to.
They stole our cannons.
We're not afraid of this catapult. Is basically what we're saying. We're afraid of a broadside, like all the catapults.
That'd be a problem.
Yep.
All right. So,
These rules for shooting cannons, shooting boulders out of the sky is pretty good.
all right. Kate, I need perception checks as a boulder's coming out the sky. This boulder is a funny color, so it's a little bit easier to see. So it's DC 23.
Okay, so let's see who can give me aids. So my roll. See it.
We both see it. Yep.
Okay, you both see this glowing boulder coming. Okay, I will do their attack roll first. This one is not being shot by a crewman. This one is being shot by the captain. And the captain is a little bit better at this. And then
Roll one.
for range,
Keep in mind that if the siege engine is large and he's medium size, there's a -4. So
and unless they have ranks and siege, they have the siege engineer feat.
Yep. There's a bunch of penalties.
AC 40.
Oh god.
He is not attacking your hull. He's attacking your sails.
Okay.
AC 39 for.
Did you add prayer?
He's only one second. He's only adding 10 for the penalty for shooting out because the sails are harder to hit than your ship.
Yep.
So instead of adding 15, so it would be adding it would be 10 plus. So this would be 38 plus 10, so it's DC 48 is like to hit the boulder using the old formula.
So I need to hit AC 48.
Yes.
I can't hit that. I'll just roll
I
to
thought
hit
the
20.
39 was pretty good.
No, 39 is great. I just want before people are too excited.
Oh no. Let's see if there's anything I can.
Nope.
Does he have any
You
rerolls?
can stretch it out to
Can I use the touch AC? Can I use a touch AC? Like use a not a panache.
You would have had to be
Grit?
rolling against a harder perception check. Are you well? And then spending the panache, it's before you attack, right?
No, I have 2 barrels. So I'm like, oh, can I spend a grit and fire again?
Hero point or anything that lets you spend reactively more shots?
You'd be at a -5 to your attack. It's for an
Oh yeah. No.
Okay. This big boulder comes smashing into your sails.
Incoming. خلاص ولد.
And so I'm going to roll the first part. It does 36 damage and 5 fire, which is absorbed by your ship, and your sails don't catch fire.
Where does that hit point damage come off?
That should come off your. It should come off your sails.
I don't know the stats for sales.
So sails are 50 hit points. Give me a second.
Hardness.
It would be. I think it's like hardness 2. It's one of those things that we said you can up your sails need to upgrade. They're just basic sails.
Yep.
But they are 50 hit points normally. So your sails are they're broken. So you have you're slower now.
Okay. So we're just gonna crawl over to the sails, cast Make Whole.
Okay, give me a profession sailor check from Molgromere, who's manning the ship.
Okay, profession sailor from Molgromere. I think there's aids from the people beside him.
Yep. Well, he gets aids from the people beside him. And this is to not have like the ship doesn't veer off or doesn't decelerate or anything like that.
Okay. So this is Sebastian telling him what to do. He aids for +2. And it looks like Siren is there.
Marty, isn't it a 10-minute casting?
What's that?
Make whole?
No, you're thinking of
Mending.
Make whole greater is standard action, but make whole is 10 minutes.
Make whole is 10 minutes.
Is it?
Ahmed is correct.
Yeah. No, make whole greater
is awesome.
Is next round or next level.
It's next round.
It's the next level, but we don't have that yet. That's the one. That's a standard action.
Okay.
We should have that readied and just concentrate on it.
just fucking start casting it. No, it's 10 minutes. Fuck. we had some way of it must be mythic that got stuck in my head.
No, make whole greater is a standard action.
I am when our sails catch fire, I think what Siren's gonna do is start her bard song to make the seas easier for us.
Okay.
So the DC of whatever profession sailor check it is 6 less.
Okay.
Or I can just add the 6 to Molgromere's roll.
So your damaged sails that are not destroyed are increasing the DC of your checks by 10.
Okay.
Okay, hold on.
All right. So
okay.
Molgromere's profession sailor is a 31 with the aid from Sebastian and Siren's song.
Okay. There's a couple of rounds. Sodak is running over to the first sail and is putting in a He's putting in 2 runes, which will last for at least 7 minutes or 6 minutes. Durability increases the item's hardness by an amount equal to the wisdom modifier, and doubles the hit points. Sorry, and increases hit points by an amount equal to twice level. Okay, so.
All right. So what was the control check first?
31.
31. Okay. You are decelerating because your sails can't keep up the amount of speed that you have.
Yep.
But you are decelerating at a slow enough rate through your command that you are still gaining on the opposing ship, but you now have a ticking clock in terms of like
Perfect.
when they will be out of range. Ahmed, what were you saying? I'm sorry.
Okay, so the hardness of the sails is, I don't know how this is going to work or if you'll allow this, but I can take Rune Forger, allows me to place runes on objects to do things.
Mhm.
One of those options is durability, which is increasing its hardness
Mhm.
and the hit points by an amount.
Mhm. Yes, you could, as long as you don't need it to be masterwork. You don't currently have masterwork sails. You've got basic bitch ass sails. You've got starter sails.
It doesn't say anything about that.
So if it doesn't require the item to be masterwork, then yes, sails are a part of your ship that you could be putting runes on.
How long does it take for me to put a rune? Is it one
full
round?
round action.
Full round for 1 rune. Okay, so he'll run.
Yeah, full round for 1 rune.
Okay, so he's gonna run over to the first sail and put 2 runes on it. Where's Sodak? Where'd he go?
So it'll last 1 minute per level.
It'll last for 6 minutes. So he'll run over to this sail. I think this is the first sail that took the brunt of it.
You should do 10 minutes per level if you've got the power to do it. Just trace it 3 times.
Okay, sure.
The fight's gonna be longer than 6 minutes.
6 minutes. Okay, so bloop bloop bloop. He'll put 3.
Okay, Molgromere's fucking.
Okay, Molgromere is controlling the ship and commanding your crew. They're pulling on sails and keeping things like full, and you're catching the wind correctly.
What is the repair time for taking our spare sails out and putting it up? Like, is that like an hour? Is that a day? Is that
putting up a set of sails would be like an hour.
All right.
Make hole, baby. Faster.
Yeah, I can. It would be on the order of hours. It's probably like a D4 hours, depending on how well you roll.
Sunwoo asked Molgromere, should I start casting a Make Hole? They have a quick discussion about how long it will take. Molgromere says, no, we got this. He just needs to close about minus 720. Another 80 feet before we're burning their fucking sails.
So you made the control check by the power of your crew aiding.
Yep.
The bard making the seas push you along well, and then Sodak actually fixing the sail. It's no longer broken because it's got double the normal hit points.
Well, no, it's not double. Sorry, it's not double hit points. It's got hit points increased by an amount equal to twice my health. It's got 12 more hit points.
Okay, so out of it used to be out of 50, now it's out of 62.
Okay, so I think it's still broken.
It's still broken.
They're just not burnt. They're not burning.
And the hardness used to be 2, and it's now
increases. So it's 7.
By how much? How much?
Increases by my wisdom. So my wisdom's 5. So it's 7 total now.
Okay.
That's a cool power.
That's a great power.
You could do that to the hull if you wanted.
Yeah.
Okay.
So far, this new turtle guy
pretty good sailor, man.
has shot fucking catapult boulders out of the air,
cool.
And is he's useful. Whereas Chain Emo guy has just been standing there the entire fight.
I am the law.
Oh, he's waiting to board. He's like Black Dog.
Yeah, exactly. Just getting ready to board.
Can I whip them when we board? Might I show them pain? All right, you were able to keep your speed this round. Starting next round, you will begin to decelerate.
Okay.
That was the amazing control check. Meaning, you while they're loading up their catapult, you close another 90 feet.
So new fire at their sails. Yes, Captain.
All right, so we are going to roll a initiative between Sunwoo and their captain, who is now the one firing at you, to see who basically lands first.
Sure.
Sunwoo, if you could give me an initiative check.
Yeah, I'm having a look here. Did Sunwoo drink anything that affects this?
Can we start doing mending? Oh, crap, it's 10 minutes too.
Yeah.
Son of a... Just said it, I was like, oh.
I'm also going to probably rule that half of the damage you take in battle can't be healed or isn't repaired through those spells until they're of a sufficiently high level, because there's like object size and there's that sort of thing.
Yeah.
I think half is like permanent and half is just you can heal it up with.
Yeah, I was just checking to see if Sunwoo actually anticipate peril or not, but no, he didn't have that prepared. I guess a 22 on the initiative.
Okay, yeah, your fireball goes first. Where are you targeting? How are you targeting? Where are you targeting?
They've got 3 masts.
They've got 3 masts, 2 in the rear, 1 in the front.
Okay, we're targeting the 2 rear masts, sticking the fireball right between the masts so it blows out in between the 2.
And you're aiming high, not low. Like you're aiming specifically for the
If there's somebody in a crow's nest, then they might
jump in the water.
Sunwoo thinks he's doing the most non-lethal thing. And
okay, that's fine.
Yep.
All right.
Ooh, and is excited about the fireball. He gets a little jump and a little clap like Elon Musk. Wear a longer shirt, bud. Funny.
It is hoodie season, and some of my hoodies have a little bit of like belly poking out the bottom. But I like my hoodies.
All right, it's 22 damage. The DC is 20.
Okay, so despite the fact that you're firing over a very long range, you're aiming at like a big target and you're not being precise. So there's no like attack roll or anything needed to get the bead where you want to hit the biggest, squarest, broadside of the barniest shaped thing with your AoE spell. The opposing ship does get to make a saving throw. Does a 3 make it?
Nope.
Okay. They are not protected from fire. Right? They don't have a magical enchantment on their crawler here. So they take so in this version, the damaging objects with spells formula, is it divide by 2 subtract hardness, or is it just subtract hardness? Traditionally, it was divide by 2 subtract hardness.
Don't
I was
know.
wondering if we've tweaked that.
And the divide by 2 is a 3rd edition thing. I don't even know if it's
Yeah, well, yeah, that's why I'm. All right.
Energy attacks deal half damage to most objects. Most.
Correct. Unless it is particularly effective. Fire is effective against sails.
Okay.
It's cloth. Fire might do full damage to cloth.
Right.
Perfect.
So
okay.
22 damage, and then...
So 20 damage. Their sails are heavily damaged, but they're not, like, they are now faster than you.
Yeah, that's fine. We haven't broken their sails yet.
Their sails are not broken.
But here's the thing. Sunwoo can fireball every round. They take 3 rounds to reload that damn catapult. So
it's true.
Yep.
Sails. The sails have 20 damage. All right.
Keep firing, Sunwoo.
Did he include Bard? All that, or?
No, it's a fireball.
It's a fireball.
Yeah.
He doesn't. And I checked. He doesn't have any of the damage boosting.
Okay, Ahmed, I need to roll a d4. 1 on a d4, and they have a different, better trick in reserve. Oh, they have a different, better trick in reserve than their old trick. Give me a D8. High is a non-aggressive trick. Low is a very aggressive trick.
3.
3. This is the one where it's like, do we
Napalm.
do we stick a anchor token on a ball and throw it at you? No. Okay, so fire.
It's the fucking seaweed patch all over again.
And these ships.
We go back to the Squibs. Yeah, we lost our boat. You only been gone for a day.
A different colored glowing barrel, or glowing not barrel, but a glowing rock is being hurled in your general direction.
Nope. What's the percentage?
Do not want.
Do not want. Check to.
This one is also glowing. And you're getting a little bit closer. We'll say it's DC 22.
Lee is not prepared.
Lee's happy about the fireball. Yeah, fireball.
Uh-oh. Aids from the people next to us?
You did have somebody spotting for you. I think Rose was looking out, was acting as your spotter.
Yeah, the reason Banta ran up was for the same thing as well.
Okay. So
Rose's aid is a +2.
Banta +3.
Okay. So are they aiding one of you, or
no? We're helping the guy with the gun. Lee at the beginning was really good at this, but he was just rolling well.
Gun. Okay. Sodak. With the aids, they you got actually smacked in the back of the head by Banta. It gives you a little dook with a rum bottle.
Yeah. Lift.
Hit this.
Your eyes are on the side.
Hit this fucking barrel.
Let me try.
All right. So another true struck barrel is coming.
I'm gonna aid myself.
So it hits AC 37. Your sales bring that to the DC is 40. So you can aid yourself whenever you want. You're trying to hit AC 40.
Goddamn. Yeah, even with that, I have...
You can spend a grit if you want to make it a touch attack.
Yeah.
Okay. With the grit, it's going to subtract 10 off of that. So AC 30.
Okay, that's manageable.
Let's go, Sodak. We don't want the barrel.
We do not want.
Glowing barrel. There's nothing good there.
Okay, so aiding
One has
myself.
a greenish glow.
Do I have any points? I think I would want to spend a point on this.
Oh,
Let's see,
like a hero point
or something.
You
yeah,
have 2 hero points.
Okay.
You spending one?
Preemptively, what will that give me?
+8.
Done.
One second. I'm not saying don't do that. Karen is going to give you a bit of luck because you're the guy who's been shooting these things down, and our sales are up. So you can once in the next minute, you can roll twice and take the better.
I'll do that
Now. with your hero point? Awesome.
Yeah,
Get
so
the
25.
barrel! Get the barrel! There's
Yeah,
a
so
glowing
this is-
thing coming, says Black Dog. Yeah!
31. Good enough.
Okay.
Good enough. All right, so 2d12 plus 11. 19.
Okay.
Can I roll again to see if I do? Is that enough to destroy it?
So it's not enough to destroy it, but you're subtracting damage off of the damage it's doing.
I will roll again and see how I do.
How? What?
I can roll twice and take the best.
Oh, first check. It's a damage roll.
Oh. Well, he wasn't specific.
Sorry, I thought you played this game before. Over the last decade, I've played this game with
11.
you. Okay.
Almost 2 decades, but who's counting?
Well, I don't tell me this.
2006, yeah.
All right. So this time, this acid barrel will actually do acid damage. So I'm going to roll that separately. The acid is not particularly good against your sails. All right, so minus 11, so not plus 11, that would be terrible. Minus 11, minus 2 for the hardness of your sails.
No,
No,
the
sails are
sails
7.
hardest 7.
Oh, hardness 7? Okay, 10 damage to the sails.
That's after his.
That's
After
after
the
the
hard-
DR. Yep.
And after him hitting.
Yes. He prevented 18 damage to your sails. The sails are not destroyed because of Sodat's efforts.
All right. Where am I tracking this? 11.
This was
damage
very
to the
difficult.
sails. All right, the sails have 17 hit points left.
Okay.
Oh God.
They're still functional.
Fireball.
All right, it takes them 3 rounds to reload. What are you doing?
So Sunwoo is fireballing to see how like he'll send the second fireball their way, and I think on the second fireball the Jolly Rogers like drop like the jig's up kind of thing.
So before we get into the
Yep.
you've already fireballed, give us the control check. Well, this will be described. This control check is now to say how what your delta speed is going to be for your ship.
Yep. So Molgromere, first I got to roll.
So,
Sebastian's aid +2.
So that puts another 3 runes on the second sail. One
So
in the back.
the control check, Marty, DC 40 is going to be you don't slow down. DC 30 is you slow down by 5 feet per round. DC 20 will be 10 feet per round. DC 10.
You got a 41.
Okay, you
With the goldfish kind of giving him pointers, and with the sea bard making the sea.
okay
Our
with this Uber crew.
Yep.
You are able to. You are keeping the momentum. The sea is on your side. Sticia is with you, and Katie is playing nice.
All right, and then Sunwoo's fireball.
Okay, Sunwoo gets 2 rounds of
15 damage, and I don't know what does that do to their backs 2 sails.
Give me a second. First, they do get a chance to save. Natural 20.
Okay, so that's
they end up taking
7 damage?
7, and 7 becomes 5. 5 gives them the broken condition.
okay.
Okay.
Next round is 24 damage, a little bit better.
Okay. We'll
Third
see if
fireball.
they DC 20 to save.
Yeah.
Like exactly 20, like natural 20 or
Yeah. No, it's
Okay.
DC 20.
okay. So they save.
So 12,
Hey.
12 damage then.
So 12. So 12 becomes 10. The sails are at 35 damage. Now, can they with their captain currently manning the catapult and not manning the ship that's having its sails burned down?
Yep.
Is going to make a control check for the ship. 20. Okay, they slow down by 10 feet. They're slowing down by 10 feet per round, so they slow down by 30 feet. So you are catching up to them at 60 feet per tick. That's what we're doing.
All right. And then we are flying the Jolly Roger, and we're now signaling the same signal they sent to us: weigh anchor, like basically weigh anchor, lower sails, and there will at mercy.
All right.
We're basically intimidating them to give up. Like,
Okay, give me a second. I need to. All right, so we're now map correct in terms of distances.
okay, someone who has one more fireball in the tank.
So I'm going to leave them there, and you're going to. The Sakana is closing. At this point, you are able to see the crew of the ship. There is a rather. Is that ship to scale? Is that the right size? That ship ain't big enough. I put my people on the ship, but I think my ship. Actually, I think I did that on purpose originally. My boat's not big enough. Maybe something like that.
So we can see them, and we're 450 feet. We're reaching a point where Ganzorig can start firing arrows.
That's why I'm putting a bunch of dudes out on the ship.
Okay. Well, Captain, you want me to start firing?